Hello, hello. Perfidious Pete here with a bootylicious episode of XCOM The Long War. Yeah, you heard me. I said bootylicious. What of it? You not ready for this jelly, yo? Well, that's just too damn bad, because thanks to Jennifer Geely Lopez, our bootyliciousness is now 100% certified. At least, I think that's what happened last episode. I mean, J-Lo got shot in the ass and didn't wind up in the infirmary, so I have to assume that was the power of bootyliciousness in action. I suppose Nicki Minaj has the same power, but to my knowledge, she's never been shot in the ass, so we have not yet seen the bootyliciousness come into play before now, which sort of seems odd as I think about it, because, I mean, Nicki Minaj's ass is, well, it's a pretty big target. Seems like maybe she should have been shot in the ass by now, and thus pre-prove to us the power of bootyliciousness, but, you know, I guess, well, in war, strange things happen. It's really the only explanation for it. And speaking of our last episode, I mean, other than the whole mega booty action with Jennifer Lopez proving to us that she's got a big booty, she's got a big booty, a big, big booty, she's got a big booty. Not a whole lot else happened. We just raided another small UFO, which at this point I gotta say the aliens are just lobbing over to us meatball style. It's effectively batting practice up in this mug. We did have a trooper, a rookie that we sent out, a promising young rookie with quite good stats, who did earn himself a promotion first time out of the box. I think he even scored 2 kills. That was Sarolikas here. So, well, sorry, 1 kill. So he went 1 for 1, but that 1 kill was a mechtoid, so it counted. We do need to assign this trooper a name, so let's just take a look at him and see who we've got here. Kind of a wide face, odd hairstyle. Kind of a dull, glassy look to his eyes. You know what? This is Dane Cook. Funny man, and I use that term extraordinarily loosely. Dane Cook. Yeah, that's who it is. Also, star of the amazing film Good Luck Chuck. I mean, clearly, Dane Cook's high point of his career. That was the apex right there. Good Luck Chuck. Fantastic film. Also, that had Jessica Alba in it. What the hell was she thinking? Yeah, it's beyond me. Anyway, if you ever need to see a film with a chick that has 3 tits in it that isn't Total Recall, Good Luck Chuck. That's your go-to movie right there. Anyway, Dane, welcome aboard. I'm sure you'll find no end of trouble with merry pranksters running about in our barracks. It should be a lovely time. Should be patented, high-spirited hijinks all around. Everyone's going to have a lot of fun.
New promotions available in the armory.
Yeah, thanks for reminding us yet again, Madge Barrett, in case we had massive early onset Alzheimer's and literally couldn't remember what happened only moments ago. It's good to know that you're there to have our backs for us. It's comforting. So let's get to scanning, see if we can grab ourselves a mission. Wow. Yeah. That's a trade we're going to make. 3 Cyberdisk Rex, 4 a Tactical Corporal, and 45 credits. Yes, sir. Any day of the week, we will take that deal. So that's 1 more new trooper for us. That's, well, that's good, actually. And that guy's a Corporal. So the game throwing us a whole lot of bones here. Opportunities to fill in for the long-lost George Solaris Clooney. That's, quite a nice little gift from the XCOM gods there, and I'm not going to naysay them. Other than the fact that I don't believe in them. Or at least don't offer praise to them. Anyway, let's get back to scanning. Of course, you know what that new trooper means. It basically means that, well, we can throw someone into a wood chipper and not even have to care. You know, we just got another support corporal, and I think we're all full up here on support Nigeria. And it makes me troubled that I don't think I've ever actually been able to take an offer that Nigeria has presented. And if this were something other than a corporal, I might seriously consider it. But for a support guy, we just got one. Maybe had that been, say, a gunner or something, maybe could have convinced me. But as it stands, sorry Nigeria, just not good enough. So our hole that we were digging is completed, which means, of course, that it's time to dig another hole. We've got a sort of a Zen thing going on, kind of a philosophical Zen tactic there of digging a hole and filling it up. Of course, we're leaving out the filling it up part because we haven't really mastered this whole Zen thing yet. But digging holes is fun, too.
Contact detected.
Alright, so a small UFO. Ape of the Earth, which means it's probably going to try and land. It is a fighter, so we're going to want to be a little careful with who we send up, but I gotta say, aliens, I mean, it's like you don't even care anymore. You're just phoning it in at this point. I mean, I really feel like I'm watching Charlie Sheen in a feature film here. You don't give a tinker's damn. You're only in it for the paycheck. Are the aliens... Are you even getting paid, aliens? That's my other question. Is anybody actually paying you for what you're doing here? I have to wonder. I mean, I don't care if you're getting paid, really. I'm just sort of curious. Anyway, let's send out our ace, or at least our South American ace, and see if he can bring this bad boy down.
Approaching target.
Looking good so far. Tight grouping. Excellent work. Alright, didn't even take a hit, so that's a small UFO splashed. And we've got some survivors on the ground, but I use the term survivor as loosely as I use the term funny man to describe Dane Cook because, well, their careers have about the same longevity as Dane's did. So let's send a Sky Ranger out, get stuck in, and see what we can do. Now, come on, game. Do we really need, like, all of our Master Sergeants here on this mission? I really feel we don't. Honestly, I think it would be stupid to take even a single one, because this is EXP for Lobies, and, I don't see any reason to necessarily deny them the opportunity for some kills. Anyway, let's start compiling a crew here. Gonna need a leader, and Rihanna's still in timeout after what happened to George Clooney. She needs to go study that mission footage and, well, you know, think about what you did. You think about it. So it's gonna be Amanda Bynes instead. We'd ask Amanda Bynes to think about what she did, but honestly, Amanda Bynes has no idea whether she actually did it or whether one of her 17 other personalities is responsible on any given day for any given action. So it's not really the best idea to ask Amanda Bynes to review her past actions because it's not going to pay enough. So of course we're going to go with the Gauss long rifle, and we're going to get a scope and a little bit of high capacity mag for Amanda. Wouldn't be nice to see Amanda maybe get a rank on this mission, but it's a pretty tough road to hoe. She'd have to kill basically everything on it, so it's unlikely that she'll be getting a promotion. Not impossible, but unlikely. Probably going to want a medic, and I think we took Rat out last time, did we not? Yeah, John Rat Leguizamo went on our last mission, so... There's our new trooper, Humberto Coney Lopez, which... That's 3 terrible names in a row, sir. Man, you got fucked hardcore on the day they handed out names. That's not good. Anyway, you're not going on the mission, because you don't have a name yet. So we'll come back to you. Besides, we're looking for a medic anyway, not a tactical guy, and I think actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf is going to have to fill this one out. Shia LaBeouf, LaBeouf, McBeef, McBuff, whatever. Call him what you like. Shia doesn't really care, actually. But let's go with some Aegis armor, and for McBeef, you can tote a Gauss rifle, McBeef. You've got the skills now. I trust you enough to give you a big boy gun. I really do. So enjoy that. You know what? Actually, I take that back. Sorry, you don't get a big boy gun. The big boy guns are actually spoken for. We are gonna, speaking of guns, want a gunner along on this mission, and probably a Megan Fox level of intervention really isn't called for. Oh, Catherine Zeta-Jones is available. We're definitely gonna take Laser out there. Catherine Zeta-Jones slides sexily beneath the lasers because that's what she does, and that's what lasers are for. Oh yeah. So, scope and an alloy bipod to go with the Gauss machine gun then for Catherine Zeta, and that's got her sorted. We are going to take an infantry trooper here, and I feel this probably is the perfect opportunity for Jean Trips Claude Van Damme. When did Jean-Claude Van Damme get a nickname? Well, that nickname simply will not do. We're going to have to definitely change that. So, Trips, not appropriate. Just not going to happen. I think for Jean-Claude Van Damme, we should definitely go with Splits. Jean-Claude Splits Van Damme. I mean, it's what got him where he is today. He definitely wouldn't be the huge mega giant star he is without his ability to spread his legs wide apart. It's a very useful skill, and it's held Jean-Claude in good stead for, like, what, 45 years now? He's, what, 70, I think? Anyway. So there you go, Jean-Claude. You're not only got a new Splits nickname, you're actually going on a mission as well. So grab some Aegis armor, and you're going to be toting the Slim Shady Memorial Slug Slinger, which may or may not be the subject of a curse. We haven't really figured it out yet. Scope and a laser sight for you to complete your kit. So 4 slots to go, and we have pretty much all the main roles covered. We wouldn't mind a scout and an assault trooper. So let's take a look at our scout list. It's a long list. We got a ton of scouts. Reb Brown, probably not necessary. Tara Reid. I regard her with the same reaction that I would give to a piece of gum had I stepped on it and it got itself wedged in the treads of my shoe. That's the way I feel about Tara Reid. I don't hate it because it's just gum. I mean, it's not like it's malicious. It didn't do anything specifically out to get me. But it still fucking ruined the day. And a lowrider gun. So apparently we had a slew of nicknames. At some point we had a bunch of guys that got promoted and I just wasn't paying attention. That's a clever nickname, but I think we're gonna redo that. It's gonna be Anna Big Gun's gun because, well, let's face it, she's got some nice cans on her. So Big Gun's gun, welcome aboard. Also, you're going on this mission, so strap on some armor while you're at it. Snatch an alloy cannon off the weapons rack. You can keep hold of that flashbang, that's fine. But why don't you take an arc thrower along with you? And if you see Walter out there, you know, feel free to blow a stun on him. I feel that he kind of deserves it. That leaves us in need of an assault trooper. And I really don't want to take Sir Sidney or Jonathan Key Kwan. And Miley Cyrus is a little bit weary. So you know what? Looks like it's going to be John Flansburgh to the rescue, I suppose. Flansburgh isn't exactly the sharpest knife in a drawer. Or the sharpest spoon in the drawer, really. Or in the drawer at all. His aim is... to call it trash is a disservice to pieces of stinking refuse. It's bad. Let's just say that and leave it there. Likely to get a rank up on this mission, however, as he only needs 2 EXP, so assuming Flansburgh doesn't die, he will be coming back a little bit braver. Maybe after he levels up, he can vacation in Constantinople, although I hear it's called Istanbul now, but I digress. So, 2 slots left. Do we have a low-ranking engineer? I wouldn't mind taking one if we do. Kristen Stewart, I'm not sure qualifies as low enough rank. J-Lo, still a little sleepy. We could send Craig Robinson out on a mission, but at this point I gotta wonder what the benefit of even doing that is. So let's go with John Mayer instead. We'll send a Skinner. And Skinner is going to be toting... Do I even want to do this? Now that I think about it. Is there somebody else we would rather have get EXP? The answer to that question is probably, but whoever that might be escapes me at the moment. So, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to give him a Gauss rifle. Flashbangs, alien grenades. We'll throw some phalanx armor on him. And then we'll get an actual mech trooper and send this mission on its way. Now, for a mech trooper, we actually took our trashiest mech trooper on our last mission, which means that Bono is sleepy. So it's probably going to be... Where's Charlie Hunnam? There he is. So we're going to send Charlie Hunnam because when it comes to one step above garbage, Charlie Hunnam is that man. Raleigh Beckett will be drifting with the svelte and lovely Gypsy Danger. It's going to be weapon gyros, alloy belt. And I actually give Charlie Hunnam a lot of grief, but on every mission we've sent him on, he's actually done pretty well for us. I can't really fault him. Anyway, that's everyone sorted. Let's get stuck in. Charlie Hunnam's going to try and give an inspiring canceling the apocalypse speech on the way down to our target zone, but
touching down.
He just doesn't have the screen presence of Idris Elba, so it's going to go badly for him. Like, he's just going to get up and stammer for a little bit and then forget what he had to say and sit down without saying another word. It's going to be really embarrassing for him and basically everyone else on the plane.
Brazilian authorities have requested
See, look at
our
him. He's
help.
got his head down,
So that's
staring
where
at
we're
the
going
floor.
next.
He knows he's ashamed
The
of
alien
himself.
craft went down in flames. We've pinpointed its final
It's actually our
resting place
favorite
in a
map.
rural
We love
area
this
with
map.
no significant civilian
I
population.
don't think I've ever had a bad experience on the farm.
Eliminate any survivors.
Not only in XCOM, but I mean in real life. Hey, farms are fun. Everybody, do a hoedown down on a farm. That's not true. I've actually had a number of bad experiences on farms. They're dirty and dangerous. It's not to say fun can be had on a farm, because, hey, what's more fun than, you know, running around with the pigs, slopping the hogs,
Central, this is Big Sky.
kicking a cow, tipping a cow, also fun. Many fun things one can do on a farm.
Strike
But
one is clear to attempt the breach.
go buck hay for a day and then see how much fun you've had on the farm that afternoon. I bet your story will change. Anyway, Amanda the Man Binds is going to deploy a grappling hook.
Throwing the hook.
And I'm guessing she's going to have vision on some enemies? She does indeed. What have we got here? We have a mechtoid, a whole slew of sectoids, and what appears to be a drone. Alright, that's actually not too bad. And a big gun's gun as a flank shot from where she's at, but we don't want her to fire things up to start. Where is our official gunner? Catherine Zeta-Jones to slide sexily beneath the lasers is not going to get to participate in this particular fight. Let's see if we can get her somewhere safe without popping the pod, and no such luck. Not necessarily a huge problem, actually.
Cover the flanks.
So, JCVD, we want you to advance, sir. And we would like you to take a shot at whatever you have the best chance to hit. That looks like it's going to be the Mechtoid, and that's fine. If we could take that thing down before it gets shielded, that'd actually be a pretty good little coup for us. Now, Big Guns has a chance to contribute in that respect. Catherine, slide sexily beneath the lasers and just hunker down for us. Flansburgh could do some work with a run and gun, and is probably going to, except for the fact that that thing is on Overwatch. So we are going to need Anna Big Gun's gun to draw that Overwatch out for us.
Copy that.
That move should do it. So there goes our lightning reflexes. And despite those massive guns, Anna's still able to dodge those shots. What's your chance to hit the Mechtoid? Pretty bad, actually. Actually, quite bad. And I think it's your best shot, apart from that drone, which we honestly don't really care much about killing.
That's affirmative.
Let's see what McBeef can do. What have you got a shot at, McBeef? Just the drone, huh? Alright, well, we may revisit you in a moment, then. This is not looking fantastic for us here, actually.
Hunt them down.
Old Flansburgh's going to kick on a run and gun. We're
Solid
going to
copy,
have
Commander.
Flansburgh dash in. And can he perhaps get a shot at the mech trooper? Nope, pretty much everything but that mech trooper. Delightful. Flansburgh may have to overwatch. And I'm really starting to wish that we had perhaps brought an engineer along. Really am. Amanda Bynes is probably going to have to move. And by probably, I mean definitely going to have to move. The trick with that is just figuring out sort of where we want her. Yeah, maybe if we get some miracle hits, we'll revisit her in a moment. If we do get some kind of miracle shots in, well, at this point, that's actually, we're certain that's not going to happen, so. What have you got? 52%. Go ahead and take that, Mayor. I was going to have you throw a smoke grenade, but then I realized that Shia LaBeouf had a worse hit percentage and can also deploy smoke for us, so.
I'm on it, Commander.
Really no reason to have anyone else do it. And I think this is going to be an excellent opportunity for Charlie Hunnam to launch a grenade up in this mug. And probably should have started with this, just destroyed all this cover, and given the rest of our troopers a whole bunch of better shots. Would have been a smart thing, but, well, let's just face it, smart play, not really my forte. 47% for Anna Gunn, still 44 for that guy, huh? Anybody else going to do any... Well, Amanda Bynes, you're just going to
Roger
move.
that.
Just go ahead and move. You're going to duck down behind that crate. Everyone's going to be happy. So that leaves Shia, McBeef, and Big Guns, as well as John Flansburgh. 9%, huh, Flansburgh? Why don't you just go on Overwatch? McBeef, I don't think McBeef can kill the... He's not even going to kill the drone, so I don't really see a whole lot of point in that. And a gun also not going to hit the drone. And McBeef's just gonna lay down some smoke for us, I guess. Dare I say that McBeef is gonna beef? Yeah, he beefed. He beefed it up good. Beefed all over the place. Oh, the smell. It's like rotten eggs and a tire fire. So one sectoid falling back, my guess is he's going to go back towards the Overlord pod, which is probably inside the vessel, and likely consists of a pair of outsiders. If recent history has taught us anything, which really hasn't, but it's a thing to say. Here comes Mr. Mechtoid. He's going to get overwatched by John Flansburgh. 5 damage. Not great damage, but, you know, it's something. That guy moves again, he's going to get double shot. Oh, going to go on Overwatch. That's unexpected, actually. I'm guessing he's going to mind link. Yeah. So here comes the shield for the sectoid, which means that guy is a kill priority. Sectoid has effectively painted a large target on his own face. And shooting at Flansburgh? Nope. Wow, John Flansburgh, surprisingly strong-willed. I would not have expected that from the rookie. Alright. So, since we do have Catherine Zeta-Jones ready to sexily slip beneath the lasers. Now, Catherine Zeta-Jones actually does have heat ammo, so we're probably going to want to have her shoot at the Mechtoid. That means this sectoid kill is probably going to be a duty for Anna Big Gun's gun. And I think she's got a pretty good chance at doing it.
Okay.
She should still have a shot from here, and she should pull that Overwatch as well. Here's the Overwatch. Once again, the big guns never tire, proving they can still slip past the enemy unspotted. Man, Anna Gunn, your hit percentages are real bad, my dear. I mean, you got that hit, so I can't complain too much, but you're not a good shot. I can see why I don't take you on more missions. So, slipping sexually beneath the Overwatch, then, is going to be Catherine Zeta-Jones. Nice 10 damage for the Mechtoid. Going to put that guy in a world of hurt. And we could have one of our farther away troopers probably take this guy out. 43%. No, it might actually suit us best to just have Amanda Bynes go back up top. Let's have her re-grapple. If that's a word, which I'm pretty sure it's not.
Grapple out.
I mean, you can basically slap re as a prefix in front of anything, but I don't really think it works too well with grapple. We're going to have her dome that drone. Which, again, also doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because drones don't really have a head, so I'm not sure you could actually dome them, per se. I really don't want John Flansburgh to have to shoot at that Mechtoid. So, let's have John Mayer do it. John Mayer does have a Gauss weapon. If he can hit it, John Mayer can't even see it, interestingly enough. So, I guess that leaves it up to... Van Damme, can you see it? You cannot. Alright, then.
Copy that.
Mr. Mechtoid, very invisible, apparently. Still gonna die to JCVD. And if you're personally suffering from JCVD, I advise you to please seek treatment from a medical professional immediately. JCVD, highly curable these days, takes just a single shot of penicillin, and your JCVD problems can be eliminated. Treatment does exist. Seek help, folks.
Heading to that location.
So we're going to send Charlie Hunnam forward. He's going to apparently get overwatched by a sectoid.
Down here.
Yeah, not too terribly worried about that. They have terrible aim, and the additional penalty for being on Overwatch not doing them any favors at all. And I think, do we want to have Charlie use his last grenade? Seems like it's going to be the best strategy. So let's just go ahead and have him drop that last grenade out. We'll go up and over if we can. Not. Alright then. Let's just drop it right on that guy. Try and get the kill. You're a bitter disappointment, son. I have a feeling that Charlie Hunnam has heard that sentence quite a bit in his day, but
Roger that. Scanning.
it's as true now as it was when his father said it on his 18th birthday. This is a ridiculous shot, but we really have nothing else to do. Putting John Flansburgh on Overwatch isn't going to do much of anything for anyone. Let's just have McBeef. We'll have him advance and go on Overwatch. Fairly certain he's not even going to have a shot from where he's at, but no harm in having him on Overwatch. So our retreated sectoid is mind-linked with one of the two that's forward. And this is going to be a close quarters combat shot. Oh, John Mayer actually taking his Overwatch. Oh, the mind link. Not quite enough damage to get the job done. So, turns out we probably should have had Flansburgh on Overwatch. Might have gotten a kill there. Then again, given that the sectoid just walked up and sprayed bullets wildly into the air, it hardly seems to matter. Chance for JCVD. And Jean-Claude claims yet another victim. And seriously, folks, I can't stress it enough. If you're suffering from JCVD, please seek medical attention.
On my way.
It is highly contagious and easily transmittable. Don't harm your loved ones. Seek treatment for JCVD. And a big gun's gun, once again doing the job, getting the Overwatch drawn out. And still, once again, has a terrible hit percentage.
He's down.
Managed to connect despite herself, however. And we should have a squad sight shot. Yeah, Amanda the Man Bynes is going to try and dome young Mr. Sectoid lurking back there. No, didn't quite get it done. That's alright, not a big problem there, big guns.
On my way.
Amanda Bynes probably distracted by General Mr. Jiggles.
Located.
He
Overwatch.
can be quite distracting for Amanda. Sometimes he says very odd and disturbing things, and Amanda has difficulty interpreting which is real and which is, you know, just the voice in her head. Aha, it's a trick question, Amanda. They're all voices in your head. None of them are real.
It's killing time.
We're going to continue our forward advances then. Speaking of forward advances, Shia LaBeouf playing grab-ass with Alan Cumming, in a performance of Cabaret. The most unwelcome advance.
Hostiles are pulling back.
Yeah, he's trying to draw us in to pop those outsiders. We're sort of onto his game. I mean, we've played this map before, and we know what's left on the map, so not entirely sure what the sectoid hopes to achieve, but odds are strong he's just not going to get it done. So we're going to have Amanda Bynes here do a large readjustment. He's going to come over here, dash, and then she's going to fling the grapple. And we're going to put old Amanda right up on the tippy-tip top of this barn. Let's take maximum advantage of her damn good ground, as well as giving her an opportunity to be sort of our eyes in the sky.
Moving.
I don't really want to pop the outsider pod, but I'm going to advance and assume that...
I'm watching.
To actually say I was going to advance and just assume that we could deal with it once it was popped, but we did get a little bit lucky, and if the outsiders are in there, they're actually much further back. So we got caught a little break.
I feel, Commander.
It's going to give us a chance to advance and set up a good sort of storm-in maneuver. And we'll put Catherine Zeta right behind the big rock. And McBeef, why don't you tuck down over there? We're not going to be doing any overwatching then. I mean, there is a sectoid still around, but I'd much rather get in a position to assault the ship than worry necessarily about having the ideal...
Moving to position.
Oh, well, that was...
Oh, yeah.
That was brilliant. Yeah, well done. Thanks, B. That was good thinking there. Not sure what the hell I was on about, to be honest with you. Clearly my thought was, duh. Alright, so let's see if we can have Charlie Hunnam dash in and get some vision on it.
Look sharp.
Alright, so there's our outsiders. And they are going to thoughtfully come forward to make Charlie's job a little bit easier. Or not. Perhaps I'm a filthy liar. Maybe Charlie will just duck on back out of line of sight for us. And that sectoid's still in the mix. Alright, suddenly this has gone very much awry. We could probably kill one of these guys. JCVD with 256% chances to hit. And if he gets just a little lucky, that guy is dead meat. And wow, Jean-Claude Van Damme. So what we've learned about Van Damme is his reactions are totally shot. I mean, he has basically no reflexes left at all. None. But when proactive... Well, not proactive, but when actively shooting at the enemy from a stationary position, Jean-Claude Van Damme literally does not miss. He's some kind of crazed madman when it comes time to stand still and shoot at the enemy. He's got that shit down. John Flansburgh going to pick up some meld for us, and also going to pick up a flank shot at what is frankly a terrible... You know what? Go on Overwatch, Flansburgh. McBeef, why don't you advance? If you don't have a shot, you can... You know what? You can also go on Overwatch.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
John Mayer's going to throw some smoke for us, I think. Yeah, we'll have John Mayer smoke it up. His beef's not quite as pungent as McBeef's beefs. Smelling less of rotten egg and tire fire and more a nice redolent of the scent thing. A little piney sort of scent, actually. They kind of smell like those little green air fresheners in every cab you've ever set foot in.
Got it covered.
Sort of pleasant in an odd way. And Anik, this guy's going to come, he's going to come around this way. It's almost certain. So you know what? Let's have Anna gun set up inside the barn. Don't spawn another pod, Anna. That would be bad. Alright then. And the outsider also falling back at a furious pace. So clearly the aliens' tactics aren't trying to kill us at all. I'm not even sure they mean us any harm. What they are very clearly trying to do, however, is just deny us meld. They really don't want us to get meld canisters for some reason. And there's my patented move of having a assault trooper take some dangerous Overwatch shots, but that assault trooper was John Flansburgh, and he actually did get hit, so it doesn't seem like it's that big a problem necessarily.
Damn it.
heading to that
We're
location.
gonna move Catherine Zeta-Jones and have her hunker down. This thing we're just hoping eventually she'll get a squad sight shot on the outsider. We are gonna have Amanda Bynes, of course. Yeah.
Taken
Mr.
care of.
Sectoid is completely finished
Need a
there.
resupply.
And that empties her ammunition supply.
Affirmative.
We're gonna advance with the big beef. He's gonna go in Overwatch.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Skinner, why don't you head up to the corner there? Chuck? Keep doing what you do, I guess. Just continue the drift, son. Keep an eye out. Could be kaiju anywhere. Never know when Gypsy Danger is going to need to be piloted back to Tokyo or Hong Kong or shit, wherever the hell that was. Nobody actually knows. And we're going to have Anna Big Gun's gun advance at a dash. The one thing I can say about Anna Gunn, her aim is miserable, but her foot speed's fantastic. So here comes the outsider. We're going to get some Overwatch. Charlie Hunnam. I miss wildly. Actually, more than wildly. That was shameful, Charlie. You know, Charlie, that round came down somewhere, right?
Exterior damage detected.
I mean, that landed on somebody. That hit someone. Not cool, bro. You gotta think about your backdrop. You gotta think about what's behind you. Those rounds hit the ground. Speaking of rounds hitting the ground, there's a nice opener from Catherine Zeta-Jones. And Amanda the Man Bynes would have a fantastic shot were she not out of ammo. I think she has lock and load. She does. Alright, so 83%. That's going to be another hit then from Amanda Bynes. Every confidence that Amanda Bynes is not going to miss that shit. So that'll send Charlie Hunnam forward then.
Moving out.
And if we can hit this guy with a flamethrower, we will, actually. Yep, we can. Alright, so we're going to flame him. If this doesn't kill him, we're going for the capture. Alright, so he's panicked. And that's going to give us opportunities then to go for the capture with, well, we had wished he hadn't necessarily run away from us, but them's the breaks. He is panicked, and I have fair certainty that he's not going to be able to outrun Big Gun's gun forever. So we're going to have her dash. Flansburgh does have our other arc thrower, so he's going to dash as well. This character, this outsider cannot shoot while panicked. He is just going to flee and seek cover. So we should be in top position to take him down. That being said, we wouldn't mind having someone maybe available for backup, just in case. Which is going to be Skinner, Charlie Hunnam, and of course Amanda Bynes still on the rooftop. Jean-Claude, I think you've earned a breather. Why don't you just chill, buddy? You're not as young as you used to be, so... Of course, I mean, who is as young as they used to be? Now we need some more damage. Catherine Zeta-Jones, probably a little too heavy of a hitter. We need 6 damage. You know, that actually would be a good job then for the Skinner. If this is going to be a kill or not. That says kill. What about with a grenade? Will that kill him? Well, not if we don't drop it right on him, it shouldn't. So let's just throw a grenade nearby and soften him up. Perfectly softened. Well done, John Mayer. And before we take the shot then, I think we'll have Anna Big Gun's gun come out for the stun. Big Gun's gun with the stun. Oh, yeah. And there we go.
Another day, another successful
Also,
operation.
we've learned to defy gravity. Seriously, somebody should harness this shit and put it in our interceptors, turn it into some kind of anti-grav technology. That gun is just floating there. It seems remarkably useful. Also, the outsider shards apparently float as well. I remind me to reprimand Dr. Valen for making very, very poor use of the tools she's been given. Not that I need another reason to be pissed at Dr. Valen. And Tony Scott with his patented aircraft porn shot of the landing Sky Ranger. Love that they have the no aliens symbol on the side, by the way, just in case the aliens were confused about whether they were or were not allowed on the Sky Ranger. It's very clear now that they are in fact not welcome aboard our craft, so good thing they added that. It's a sharp addition. So Catherine Zeta-Jones slipping sexily beneath the lasers and picking up another chance for a promotion. Let's see here. Tactical sense, executioner. Eh. You know, executioner's actually not bad. Extra critical chance, but she's a squad sight guy, so probably not going to come into play that often. Danger zone, effectively useless for her. It's just going to be tactical sense then, and we'll just double up on the fact that Catherine would be harder to hit now. That's actually kind of useful for her because her base defense is pretty low. So that's got her sorted. John Flansburgh picking up the nickname Viking. We'll need to update that at some point. Pretty sure it's his nickname. You know what? We'll just actually go ahead and take care of that now. Gunslinger, definite no. Tactical sense, interesting. Flansburgh has pretty good defense. That's one of the few things he's got going for him. Bonus crit chance per enemy in sight, which is an intriguing ability. The problem with that is John Flansburgh's hit percentages are going to be so terrible, I'm not sure that he's ever really going to get much of a chance to take advantage of aggression. It does come with +1 will, but really I think tactical defense is probably the best bet for Flansburgh. And we will go back to Flansburgh. Now, we'll have to run down to the barracks, I suppose. Charlie Hunnam as well here, also earning a promotion. Heat warheads, probably what we're going to take. Body shield is very good. I do like it. But heat warheads are going to allow Charlie's grenades to be vastly, vastly more useful. So, yeah, we're going to go with heat warheads. That actually lowers his mobility by 1. Charlie is already real slow. Jet boot module lets him jump on rooftops and increases his mobility. And, yeah, you know what? Charlie's just going to have to be slower. Heat warheads is too useful, especially for somebody who's going to be with bombard. I mean, he can throw the grenades longer, so perhaps that will help counter the fact that heat warheads lowers his mobility by 1. Another carbine for the pile. We have a number of those. A little bit of meld. Some UFO parts, Outsider Shard. When is the Council going to make us an offer for Outsider Shards, by the way? We have like a dozen of those. Maybe you could trade me a new trooper for one of those bad boys. That'd be kind of nice. And a couple nicknames I just want to knock out, otherwise I will forget, so we're going to go ahead and get that taken care of. Assuming I can find them, that is. Ah, there's Charlie Golem Hunnam. Charlie's no Golem, of course. I think really the only name we could possibly give him is Kaiju Hunter. Oh, come on, it won't fit. What a jip. Alright then, fine, you want to be that way? We'll just call him Charlie Raleigh Hunnam. This doesn't have the same ring to it as Kaiju Hunter did, but can't win them all, I suppose. Very disappointed by that. Very disappointed. Like somebody just gave me a balloon and then popped it before I'd had a chance to fully enjoy its helium-filled spheroid goodness. John Flansburgh, definitely no doubt at all. I mean, John Flansburgh, they call him Dr. Worm for a reason. I mean, he's not a real doctor, but he is a real worm, an actual worm. It's just the way it works. Let's get that sorted, and we'll have to figure out who Humberto is on a later date. Not totally prepared to take a look at him yet, or figure out how I want him to fit in the XCOM project, specifically because I'm actually trying to debate whether I want him to be an infantry trooper or an assault trooper. As you can see, we don't have a huge number of assault troopers, and all of them, strangely enough, are out of the infirmary. So we're going to need to look into the situation and find out whether or not he would be best service as an assault trooper, or whether he's best served as an infantry guy. Kind of leaning towards infantry, but the jury's still out on that one. We'll have to look into it.
New promotions available in the armory.
Thanks, Magil. Once again, just a reminder for you that I don't have Alzheimer's and am capable of, remembering simple things. Although all evidence to the contrary, and that I nearly forgot to sell our UFO parts, but I did remember, Magil. Yeah. Haven't completely lost it. So we're going to get rid of those, and that's our last task then. We'll just go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does help out. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon.